Hello.
Hey, hey! This is exciting. Here, I'm gonna go speaker because I'm gonna talk at y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go live on Facebook. Oh shit, here we go. Let's see here. Share my time, share my
Different notebooks for all these different things.
Seriously, you need notebooks.
I do. So, just so you know, TEDx Queen Mary.
Nice. Here, talk about it later. I'm gonna mute your ass. Let's see, can you see me all right?
Yes.
Yes.
Immersive full screen. No, let's not do full screen. How did I just do that? I'm live on Facebook. I'm gonna mute your ass. View, let's see here. Speaker. Oh, here we go. Exit full screen. Excellent. Excellent. Hey, y'all. Oh my goodness. Let me just make sure that it's working. Look at this. Now, I just want to make sure that it's going. I did a meeting instead of a webinar today. So I'm like, it's a little different. It's a little different. And it's on B right now. Why is it on B? Mute. Awesome. Hey, just give me 1 second. Making sure it's all working. Hello, everybody. So, holy cow, what has happened in the past week is insanely awesome. Now, let me share this to you. There we go. Shared it. Oh shit, here we go. All right, nothing like jumping in. Speaker gallery. Okay. Here we go. How is everybody? It's gonna, hey, what's up in the chat? I wanted to start with, I'm gonna share my screen. Here we go. Advanced portion of screen. Let's see. Basic. Hold please. Share. Oh, can you see that? Or just portion of screen? Let me do portion of screen. Share screen. It's so funny. We all had to learn this during the global transition. How's that? Can I get a, how's that? Portion of screen. Let me see here. Aha, look at that. See, you can do anything you want in life. You just have to figure it the hell out. Look at that. Boom. How's that? Good? I get a thumbs up. Sweet. Okay. I am going to take you through this theoretically. Theoretically, there's always something. There we go. Now, can I go like this? Oh, yeah. Okay, good. Golly, there's so much always. So speaking of, what I'm going to talk about today is moving from burnout to badass. And if you ever you can't hear me or something goes wrong, text me, get in the chat. Hello, darlings. Hold please. God dang it. Well, it's not going to happen for me. Hold on. There we go. So, burnout to badass. I'm going to tell you all those who don't know me, which most people do on here, especially live on Facebook, that I've been doing this forever. And I have in the world of trauma and talking about trauma and recovery. And now we have moved into being a total reformer. And what the hell does that even mean? And also, what is burnout and how can you move from burnout to total badass? So starting, hey, I love this picture of myself because it's hey, I want to know who you are. Even I want you to connect with the other people on the chat and other people that are coming in through me. I want you to tell them who you are too, and then look at everybody, because everybody that I know is coming in for a reason. And, most of these shows and webinars and classes you have and Facebook groups, they're oh, don't you spam. don't talk about your own stuff. I want you literally to do the opposite. So like when you see anybody who's going in and like making a comment that you're like, shit, howdy, you like connect with them and follow them and like LinkedIn with them, Instagram them, that's what this whole point is. So to begin, literally in 4 days, my whole life changed. And we have brought together a diverse community of rock star reformers who share common core wounds so that we empower and elevate our own individual lives and expand our work and play. It's also about play, so that together we impact the world. Like, does that sound fun? Are you into that? Is that cool? I'm into it. Okay. Now the challenge for that, like how does it even work? What are we even doing here? Would be to challenge and address our decisions and our beliefs. It's real simple, like all the decisions we've made coming from what we've come from. So I'm going to ask you, what have you come from? Because this whole conversation is for those who have been through hell. So I asked you, like, what is the hell that you have been through in one word? And you can share more than one word, because people are like, well, most people I know, it's like rape, incest, domestic violence, humans, just humans in general. Like, yeah. So, here, get on. See, here's another amazing human. That I, man, I love it. I love you so much. So what have you been through? Like, share it in one word with the chat, whether you're live. And I apologize. I try, but I can't be in all the places at once. But I will revisit a little bit later. So what's the one hell that you've been through? And all the stuff that we have talked about, like this is literally for, this conversation is for abuse survivors who are creative, artists, singers, musicians, authors, performers, speakers, trauma-informed care workers, service providers, therapists, teachers, social workers. It doesn't matter. It's literally, you've been through hell and you're in my phone. It's really, so how would you describe yourself in the world? Because many times it's like two things, it's creative and it's service working, right? So I am going to call us all warriors, right? And what I am doing is providing a blueprint for survivors. And the term "for" comes from Living Royal, and "for" a company started by Maria Di Giovanni, who it took me 18 years to listen to her. And "for" means for, like it's what you call out in the golf course, like to watch out. So truly, here's the warning and the calling for survivors. Perpetrators, you better watch the fuck out, because survivors are getting better and they're leveling up and they're becoming warriors. That's what's happening. And what's the big shift that I see is that you're realizing that there are more of us than there are of them. So if there's more of us than there are of them, what are we going to do? Well, I have a challenge for you. The challenges, beliefs, and decisions, right? Everything you do affects everything else. Literally everything, every single thing you do affects everything else. That includes doing nothing. So if you just stay stuck and you stay in your panic and you stay in your survival mode, even though you might not know a way out, which I can help you with that, but literally that is affecting the world also. If you change and literally just change your own life and stop the abuse in yourself and stop self-abuse and self-hatred in your own life and never speak about it ever in your life again to anybody, you don't write a book, you don't do anything, you don't do any of that, it literally, it still affects other people because you're being affected positively because just your energy, right? It's like, oh, wait, what? Yeah, it does. So I would like you to acknowledge yourself and kind of like where you're at, how far you've come. We've all been through hell, like literally, we've all been through hell. Speaking of going through hell, we went through a total con artist who kept my 2 movies, not 1, 2, locked in like a nightmare. We got the movies out, thank God, but we were actually with 27 other filmmakers helping catch this con artist, working with the FBI. Just the other day, he got sentenced and he's going to prison. What? So like, you have to acknowledge yourself for a second. Just take a minute. whew, you went through all that hell, and those around you, like, just you're like, hey, what's up? How you doing? You still alive? You still above water? I see you. So how I am always going to be different and unique is that I'm going to be funny. Like, I'm just, and being around me is going to be fucking fun. Like, it's fun. Like, even this community that we have built, it is fun. We literally just had a boxing class. I'm sweating. And then we went into a Be Enriched women's class, which is awesome. And now we're doing this. Like, it's freaking fun. It's fun. If it's not fun, don't do it. Like, seriously. And what I'm going to provide are a lot of tools to have like aha moments in your life. You never even have to join the community. You don't even have to read any of my books. You don't have to see any of my movies. I'm just giving this because we need it as survivors. And I'm telling you, there are more of us than there are of them. And my aunt just literally goes, I was loving that until you did that thing. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry. Your story, yours is life-saving. Even if you never write a book, even if you don't get on stage, like literally just you surviving and being yourself is life-saving. It is. You know why? Because you're an expert. Like, everybody I know is an expert in trauma and recovery, an expert in surviving, an expert in getting out, an expert in like living and breathing in the center of chaos, right? So right there, it's like, can you just acknowledge yourself for a minute and like be like, oh wow, can I see like the power that I had? And also, are you hiding from it? Because what we're going to is all about like leveling up, right? So if we're looking at each other, if I'm a warrior and there's all these warriors here with alongside me, and you also are a warrior, so where are you hiding from yourself? And what escape routes do you need? What? Yeah, no, it's like, it's come out, like, let's call you out. Let's call everybody out, right? So today, I'm going to honor your time and be here for about an hour. Might go a little teeny bit over, but I wanted you to find yourself in this rock star quadrant and where you're at. I know it's like rock star quadrant. What? Confront your incorrect beliefs and learn tools to step into your true purpose. See how you are a reformer. You're like, what's a reformer? It's awesome. And have consistency that you need to live your purpose. Find a path to funding. Imagine your freedom. Wait, what? It's happening. And reinforcements to elevate you and your work. Say, what? Yeah, that's what we're doing here. And just to recap, I did 3 days last month. And it literally, like, I can't even tell you, like, everything changed in 4 days. And just to recap, like, I have a 12-week program that I'm doing also in the community, but that takes you much deeper into this. But imagine if like you had a wheel. It's funny, my logo for my company that Allie, my best friend, designed is also a wheel. There's like, everything is connected and there's a reason for everything, just FYI. And like RR is actually a 9 and a 9 adds up to 18, adds up to a 9. It's all, oh yeah, we're going somewhere, aren't we? And imagine like if you had a wheel and a power wheel, and it's literally like, oh girl, hold on, because it's a bumpy ride, right? But you're gonna see and feel and heal and use and play. And like you might be in the seeing is like acknowledging where you're at, like you're in panic, stuck, survival mode. Feeling would be feeling the pain. So like you might have to like literally address some heavy crap and you purge it and purge the pain. Then you heal the wound and then you use your experiences, like, because you really are an expert at what you're doing. So you use those experiences and then slide it into play. Because like, if we're not having fun, I don't know what, I mean, seriously, like we all went through enough hell to not have fun. And so I'm like, and this, I like this, I put up all of the steering wheels. So like literally we come from all walks of life. There are no boundaries with abuse and the hell that we went through. Like it's abuse, trauma, you're a partner with somebody who was abused and you are the support team for them. You are an amazing support team for your clients, but you are like, oh Lord, I'm having panic attacks every day. So like we all come from a different, we all have a different wheel, but it's like the same process that we're talking about, right? And so, and my question is, are you ready to make your experiences make a dramatic shift in the world. Because literally, I see it literally every day now, and it's like doubling up. There's like 5 a day, 7 a day, 10 a day, and you're like, damn, it's almost like imagine if we had like a big huge festival, and it's like you can't get in. That's like an elite program. We can't get in there. Well, me and Josiah and Brenda will know this from years ago at the Darkness to Light Gala. Like imagine if like there's the big huge gala going on that you can't get in, you don't have a ticket for. Well, I just went to the back. I'm in there. I was VIP. I was like the guest of honor. I went back and lifted up the back and like lifted up. I was like, hey, y'all come in here. So like there are no excuses because I'm y'all come in. Even with our community, there's ways to like get in, right? So I promise to you, me, Angela Shelton, that I am literally sharing all of my secrets. I'm sharing everything, even like how I raised $1 million in 10 minutes, 3 times. Actually, just did it again. So like how I did that, how I got on stage to do that, how I write my book, what's my process, what's the outline process, literally like how I raise money for the movies, how I don't kill myself, how I wrote, how I, you know, how do you have a good sex life after you went through trauma? Like literally me, I'm sharing all my secrets. You're welcome. And my question to you is, if you're provided with all this stuff, will you take action? It's kind of like if you were provided with the escape route and here's the door, like, will you open that door or not? Because that's the question. I mean, it's literally about you. Like, are you going to actually open the door? Because I know firsthand, I have been throughout my life, you know, you've been given the door and you don't open it, or you're like, all your fears, doubts, and worries come up and you're like, well, I can't, well, I mean, you sit there talking yourself out of it when the door is standing right there. All you do is open it. So I'm going to show you some things and I want to see where it resonates with you. Okay. Boom. So you are a rock star warrior. Okay. Your experiences, just your experiences, are going to impact the world and how you like literally survived it. Right. How do you do that? You need reinforcements, and then you need a network. Like that means like if you're a, you know, you need your pit crew. Like imagine if you are, you know, a race car driver, you're not just alone, you have your team and then you have your pit crew, right? It's just like you're actually a rock star. You're not carrying all the equipment and you're not like, you know, making all the stuff around you happen, right? So you need your network and you need reinforcements. Now, when those reinforcements are consistent, right, and the network is private, what does that do? It gives you safety. Because with us, with survivors, like there's a lot of things that like you can't talk about. You can't put on Facebook. There are women who are being abused by law enforcement. They can't even go to a safe house. How can a woman being beaten by a police officer go to a safe house? Because the cops know where they are. So if you're going to impact the world and be a rock star and you have your reinforcements that are consistent and private, you can have safety. Just like in our community, actually, we have a group for women who are being now and also escaping or have escaped when law enforcement abuse, Leo. We have that group in our organization or our community. That's pretty fun. Now, it also gives you freedom when you have consistent reinforcements. Just imagine like freedom from what? Freedom from just hell of being like doing it all yourself. Every single time I've ever talked to a survivor, just like myself, you're like a lone wolf, like going out in the world by yourself. Like, I'll do it. I'll carry everything. And but like, imagine if you have consistent reinforcements, that gives you the freedom to just sit. Hey, how about you just relax for a second? How about you like meditate? Imagine. Now, when you have a private network, right, and the consistent reinforcements, that has balance. So like what I'm seeing full circle is in my own life is I can't have an amazing sex life unless I go to the shadow side and address all the shadow stuff. I can't do meditation and like have amazing like well, I have an amazing spiritual life, I will say, thank you very much. But I also have to address all those old thought patterns that come up with the ego and the fear, that and the doubts and the worries, and like step into the unknown. Ugh, right? So I know I'm a warrior, like, and I know that everybody that I know is, and I've been talking about this for years, but it literally is starting to click, like the things that are clicking, and they're for a reason. And it's something about this time, and something's happening. And now it's a matter of like, okay, prove it. Because you got the beady little eyes looking at you. Like, what you guys doing over there? What are you doing? What does your book say? What's your song say? What are you doing? You're all over the place. Actually, people say that about me. I'm not all over the place at all. Every single thing I'm doing has a total strategic plan. And it appears that I'm all over the place. Oh, you have a golf movie, you have a boxing movie, you have a song, you have funny dance videos. No, what it is it's full circle is what it is. It's a full circle badass motherfucking warrior is what it is. I could hear my aunt, you cursed and did this. I'm sorry. So prove it. Right? So how are we going to prove it? How are you going to prove it? Well, first of all, you have to look at what your struggle is, right? And I'm curious what your struggles are, right? So what is it? Like because I know you already. I know you. I'm talking to, I could start naming your names off. I know who's watching this. I know who's going to call, who's going to text me later and be like, I saw it, I'm ready. Or I saw it, I'm not. Oh my God, I'm ready to write my book. What? So from life-threatening to you got to get the hell out, to the superficial, like I need my nails done before I go on stage. Like, so what is the struggle? Like, I want you to just share it. And then, so, because other people will see it, and that you might, I mean, seriously, when you're coming around me, I guarantee you, A, it's gonna be fun. And B, you're gonna meet lifelong friends. Yeah. And it's like, because they're all in my phone. Like, I love my phone. I love everybody in my phone. I love you so much. Yes. And it's like, you've been doing this alone. Exactly. So it's like, okay, so the threat, the struggle, what is the struggle? You've been doing it alone, have no money. What are the other ones? You're in a situation that is actually messed up, either domestic violence or emotional abuse or whatever. Right now, there's that. You're like, so what's the struggle? Don't know how, don't know when, don't know where, So what is that struggle? Do you just like share that, think about it, just like, oh, that is so funny. I wish I could answer you. I'm going to do it. I wish I could answer you, and I'm going to do it right now. I love you so much. And I'm in the middle of a live, and I was like, oh my God, I love her. I answered, and I say, I love you, and I'm hanging up on you. I'll call you later. Bye. Perfect. That was a freaking warrior right there on the phone. So me, AngelaShelton.com, just a little angel who curses. I inspire life transformation, right? Through messages, movies, music, and mayhem. Like, I've only just begun, just wait. And with me, you're going to have fun, and you're going to get one major F-bomb. I'm going to offend somebody somewhere, because this is my message. This is my message to the world. Stop raping kids. Go fuck yourself. And if this was abided by and followed, we would have a drastic change in society. Literally, like, stop raping kids. Because A, you are stealing souls, essentially. And if all of, when all of the victims of this get better and turn into warriors, which is actually happening, you better watch out. You better watch out, fellas. And women, they're sick. Oh my God, women abusers, especially in human trafficking. Yo, that's some crazy stuff. So that, I got somebody unmuted. Mute yourself. So stop raping kids, go fuck yourself. Like, literally, like, if you have a problem with that, you should probably just, bye. Because that is literally my thing. Like, that's, if we just did that, and then if all those people healed, and actually get better, and you stop that, then we'll actually make a huge shift in the world. And I'm just going to call it out like it is. And I'm sorry, like, a man who wears that shirt is going to get my attention. And also the other shirt, I love him. You got Marie, mute yourself. So, hey, Marie, mute yourself. Oh no, it's not even Marie. Oh, sorry. There you go. Fixed it. Hey, it's we all get excited. We're like, oh my God. Imagine it. That's like, hey fellas, you want a date? Wear that shirt. It's so funny. So yes, there's a lot of people that are stronger than they think. Yes, you're stronger than you think. And also, we've been stuck in this, like my whole thing, stop raping kids. Go back yourself. It's really like, just stop. Imagine. So just to give you like a little history of me and like the whole like prove it. Who the hell are you? Like, I've done a ton of movies. I was modeled all over Europe. I lived in Paris and Milan, and I've done the $500 dinners and lunches. I've been on the runways. I've been to the Oscars and the Golden Globes and the red carpets and all that stuff. I've gotten the accolades. I've won an Emmy. I've like yada yada yada. Like I had all that. I have all that but this is what changed my life. This one right here. I literally made this documentary, and the whole reason I made this documentary was because a man told me I couldn't. That is 100% the reason this started, was because a man told me I was too young and too female to direct. That's what happened. And I was like, what'd you say? And I literally, like in like 3 months, I pulled it together. I got a crew. I had I was making this movie, right? And my goal was to survey women in America. I wanted to know, who are you? Where have you been? And where are you going? Right? And what I discovered was that they asked me, who are you? Where have you been? And where are you going? And I was like, I'm a filmmaker. I've been through some crazy shit in my life. Yeah, I've been through abuse and trauma and like poverty. Oh God, the foster care system, date rape, domestic violence, like all of it, and witnessing violence and having, insane parents. Like, it's all of us, right? And then they started sharing their stories. And it became like literally like, holy cow, 70% of the women I spoke to, all I did was drive around the country and I meet every woman who had my name. And it turns out 70% had been through either child sexual abuse, rape, and or some domestic violence. And it's like, what the hell? And here I am in Hollywood, right? I owned a house in the hills. I bought my car cash. I was like up for a bunch of writing gigs that were like ridiculously amount of money. And my Hollywood team was like, wow, you're talking a lot about incest and rape, and it's not sexy. I'm like, okay. I can't not talk about this. Once you open Pandora's box and you see, it's just like, honestly, like once those of you have like, you see your own power and you see your own, I hate to say it, but you see your own faith. I mean, I said that word, don't freak out. But you see your own creative, magnificence. You can't turn back. Like, you literally, good luck. You can't turn back. And then this happened. So this is a little, I'm going to do a 21-day reading starting Sunday. Just, you're welcome. Have at it and enjoy. But I wrote a book about how that movie changed my life forever. But the real key was beating myself up for because of and continuing the abuse I had been through. Does that make sense? So like, I was abused and whatever, like the whole list, like we all have like a list. It's very rarely one thing, right? And then I was beating myself up. Like, I was continuing the abuse. And it wasn't until I made that documentary, and it wasn't until I was on the road sharing the documentary and speaking on stage, right, that I actually had my aha moment. So I'm like, this is why I share aha moments with you, because I'm like, listen, you're an expert warrior. Psst, hey, you're an expert warrior. So I was on stage, and this girl, beautiful college girl, right, was admitting to being a self-mutilator and beating herself up. And I, like everybody else that does it, is like, well, you shouldn't do that. You're beautiful. You have your whole future ahead of you. What are you doing? And it literally was like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing, girl? Because the night before in the fucking hotel room of the speaking engagement, I had done it. And I'm like, I had this like out of body moment with her of like, holy cow, like I just refuse. I refuse to be a hypocrite. I just won't do it. And so I will walk out on the plank. And so I'm like, I have to walk out on the plank right now and admit that I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to myself. And I'm like, I have to quit. And I literally right then I was like, I will quit if you quit. And this was way before. This is like in 2003, 4. This is before, like I didn't even get on Facebook until 2004, and that was like way early. And so I don't even know what happened to her. I don't know if she kept it up, but I did. But it took me talking to somebody else, just like maybe something I say is you're like, you're welcome. And that we like share and are really freaking authentic and open and honest about that. And then we transform things. So that's why just PS, starting this Sunday, I just got the audio version of this book that I did like 14 years ago. Why did it just show up just now? All finished and done. I'm like, whoa, there is some stuff happening. There's some like there. I mean, I don't know what you believe in, but there's like, whoop, it's like, wow, that's amazing. Just showed up. So I'm going to listen to it with you so you can see my face, and it'll be hilarious, I'm sure. And have some tear jerking moments, because that's going to be some heavy shit. And, so we're going to do that. And then we're going to discuss it for 21 days, because I'm doing a challenge to turn self-abuse and self-hatred into self-appreciation. So I'm making my moment of like, hey, I'll quit if you quit. So I have already quit, and now I'm going to show you how I did it, and then we're going to do it together. So that's if anybody who is doing that or still doing that, it's going to be 21 days starting Sunday. You're welcome. Now, my aha moment and why this started and why I'm actually live sharing you with this, because I'm like, I'm going to make a promise. I did make a promise and reveal all of my secrets to you. I'm going to reveal all my secrets. And then I will show you how to get into this community if you want to know, because I'm like, yeah, you probably want to know that. But how it all changed for me was literally hitting complete rock bottom of like laying on the floor, gutted. I've been working on these 2 movies for 10 years, my boxing movie and my golf movie. I have been hit with every possible fucking thing. Like, sorry, like including a con artist, including having to work with the FBI to catch a con artist, including like a messed up relationship stuff, like its own, like just the mess that comes with being a survivor. And I got hit with so many just things, right? And I'm laying on the dang floor. I'm just like, man, I just kind of want to give up. And then right about that same week, I heard more that I really don't want to know about human trafficking. And that gutted me, and that put me on the floor, because and I don't want to upset you. It's like trigger warning. Like with human trafficking, like this is why I don't belong to any political party, because everybody's dirty, right? And so with human trafficking, if you start following pretty much any pathway with money, you're going to run into it. And what they're doing is not only raping kids and raping humans and keeping them in the whole network, but when they're done with them, right, they use their parts. Yeah, they're trafficking organs and body parts. And I'm just like, I just can't. I'm sorry, I just can't. I'm just like, the level of perpetrators organized and the level of just total actual bullshit is just gutted me. Just literally, I was on the floor and I was just like, I give up. I would not like take my own life because I have a child, and I wouldn't do that to her. but I definitely, like, I thought, like, it's one of those, like, you thought, like, I'm done. I just give up. You know that feeling where I'm just like, I'm done. I'm done. And when you're laying on the floor, done, the only thing you can do is look up. And I was looking up and I was thinking, you know, what do I believe? What do I do? What am I even doing? How am I of use to this world? How can I be of use? Yeah, I've done all these things, but what does it matter? And I literally, like, I called a couple of the people that I trust and love, fellow warriors, and they were in crisis. And I was like, oh shit. And I'm like, oh wow. And then I was looking at my phone, and I thought, if everybody in my phone knew each other, we would have a huge shift in the world. And also, none of us would be in the panic because you'd have somebody to talk to, or somebody, like, you know, you need a place to go, you need a place to escape, you need a place to just chill. I need to go to Vegas and just sit there and by the pool and just do nothing. I got that. Yeah, if everybody in my phone knew each other. So I just did it. I was like, where do I spend my time? Do I spend my time panicked? Do I spend my time stuck? Do I spend my time in survival mode? Or do I spend my time linking everybody that I know on my phone? And yeah, I know that's called LinkedIn or Facebook or whatever, but it's like, it's different because these are all warriors. These are all people who've been through hell from all walks of life, from the usher to the king. Like, I know them, to the, you know, to the celebrities, to the politicians. Like, who's in my phone is pretty intensely amazing, right? So I did it, poop. And in 4 days, it shifted. And I was like, holy cow, we needed this. And just to give you an example, here is, oh my God, I love her so much. Rebecca Brown. She is an author coming out with an amazing book, The Raspberry House. And she's also a course creator and a reformer. And she says a personal one-on-one appointment with me for an hour, oh, it's awesome, was so valuable that the appointment alone was worth the years. That's amazing. She got in super early too. And then and she says that I had such a wide scope of experience in marketing and content creation and publishing and recording, which I do. And business, I love it. And business, what? Acumen. I'm like, what's that mean? I gotta Google that. And I was like, yeah, sort of. And industry standards, my suggestions were already made a tremendous difference in how she's going to approach her platform, which is like, this goes back to, this is just me sharing who's on my phone and sharing what I know. Like I said, I'm giving away all my secrets. All I did was give away my secrets to her, or share my secrets with her. And now she is catapulting, like amazing. After she, God bless her, because I share the same. She had like these techno traumas. I don't know if anybody else shares that. I'm just like, what? Like the fear of doing something new technically is a thing. And then there's my Pamela, just to show you another one. Angela gave me the courage to go on my own healing journey. And she went from hiding behind size 22, 24 to a powerhouse size 10, and she prosecuted him. And now that's because she was hiding behind a lot of her weight, thinking that it would keep her from being abused. And now she's helping other women. And she was on the cover of Women's World with Betty White. Oh, and so she's a badass. And my buddy, Rob Balfour, oh my God, I've known this guy for 20 years. And he's in here and working on our book, because he's writing a book. And he's like, rebel change makers need safe places. Yeah, no shit. To explore diverse perspectives and collaborate smartly and productively. And those spaces are rare. Yeah, no shit. They don't exist. And Angela has again empowered her creative vision and made it happen. Yay, can't see. So this is not about me. I'm just going to tell you right now, because I am only stepping into my own mission to like get out of my own way. Get out of my own way and have a space that we all can help each other level up, rise to the same level and rise collectively. Okay. So it's like, where are you at this very moment? Like, think about it. Are you in stuck? Are you in panic? Or are you in survival mode? And also, what meaning did you put around whatever box you're in? So let me just show you this little quadrant, rock star quadrant, right? So think about stuck. Got it, Kristen. So think about this. Okay. So if you have consistency reinforcements, right? It's either low to high, and then you're either in burnout or badass. Most of the people that I know are in survival mode. So it's like, that's where I was. It's like, where you're like, I'm good, but I don't have, my consistency is low and my badassery is high, but I'm like, I'm just trying to stay above water. I gotta, I'm good. I haven't stopped. No, what? Stop. No. I haven't stopped to think. You could also be in panic, where your consistency is high with all the crazy stuff you're doing, but your burnout is high also. So like you're just like flailing around like literally in panic, or like a little Tasmanian devil, and you can't even, like, to sit for 1 second would not happen, right? Or you're stuck. So, and stuck is the burnout is like you're in burnout and your consistency is low. So it's just literally like stuck. Now the question is, what's the meaning you put behind it? Because literally, like, mindset and all of what we're doing, like everything we do in life, it has to do with what you're saying to yourself in your head. Even as survivors, when we are completely like beating ourselves up, getting into another abusive relationship, getting attracted to narcissists and sociopaths, they're so hot, right? Like, it's what we're saying to ourselves in our head. You're not worthy, you're not, whatever. So wherever you're at, stuck his head. So wherever you're at, what's the meaning behind it? I don't want the story. Like, so I do not want the story, because the story, any of us could get on stage and talk for the next 14 days about our story, because we've all got a story. The key is the meaning you put behind it. And I'll give you an example. I was yelled at and told that I was a loser, never going to make anything. Everything I do is worthless, and I just waste my time trying to help people, right? And I made that mean that I could never get out of that box, like that I'm trapped there. Like, so that they were right? So meaning, and then what do you need? So like, I want you to look at what you made it mean and what you need to level up, because where we want to go is here. So you want to get to the rock star. So you got your consistency is high, and your reinforcements are badass. So literally think about, okay, you're a warrior. You need your warrior clothes on. You need your back straight, your warrior. You got your swords on your back and your shield in your arm. You got right. So if you're in like total warrior, like rock star warrior level, you have consistency and you have reinforcements. So where you're at now, what is the meaning, right? What do you need to move into rock star status? Okay. So think about, okay, if you're going into rock star status or warrior status, right? Let's go look at this thing again. It's good to look at graphs sometimes. What's the meaning that you placed on where you're at? And what do you need for the big dream? Okay. So where do you need reinforcements? Where do you need consistency? So think about it. Like support, I need support, right? I need money. I need just a team, right? And also the meaning. The meaning is key, because the meaning is what you're going to flip around, right? So I kind of want to open it up to everybody and just share y'all on here. Like, I'm going to unmute yourselves, and I want to know where you're at. Like, and you can just jump in there. Let's go back to stop share for a second. Stop share, gallery view. Boom. Y'all on here. So where are you at? What's the meaning, and what do you need?
This is B. I need some things. This is what I was writing in the chat. I'm badass. Like, so I was using the screen there. I need some things. I'm badass and starting to get tired. Like when I started, I was kind of starting to get tired. And when I was writing the sentence after that was, I felt like I was alone. So there's meaning in there, right? Like I felt like the things that I was doing weren't working. The fact was they are, and they were, and they were keeping me going. And the shift in the mindset, you know what I mean? Like I felt like I was alone. Was I? Well, yeah, maybe, but you know what I mean? So there's meaning there that I like let go of. And now the next step is doing the stuff that I'm doing, right? I still need the place to go and the money and the other things, but it was really the meaning and the mentality that I needed to like release, I think, for those things to start going.
Hell yeah. What about you, Kristen?
I've been feeling stuck, and I feel like it's and I was cracking up when you were saying your consistency at some point was low, but your badassery was high. That's where I feel like I'm at. And I feel like the support that I've gotten in the past has been inconsistent. And to have a structure and a program where I can help myself align in the areas where I have those different gaps that maybe I can't see, right, will be very helpful. So I'm really excited. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. What about you, Maria?
I feel really blessed because that consistency of a team, you know, we've had it under 4 and it's been 22 years in the making. So I understand what that feels like. And I'm so grateful for you to open this platform up. So it can really be felt out there. And I'm sure Marie would agree with me. But the one thing that where I'm stuck and where I go into a panic and is the fear of success.
Ooh,
With that success comes a lot of responsibility, as you know. And when you level up on this level of success, I go into, I can feel it in my voice. Okay. It's a deep panic. And what are the panic voices telling me? Oh my gosh, can I really handle this level of responsibility? And that's my biggest fear, is that fear of success. Failure, no problem. Give me failure. Woohoo! I can do failure. Yeah. It's that success. And yes, we've had it in bits and pieces, but you know, just like I know, and those who are on this platform understand, we're getting ready to, right? Just like we talked in last month or last hour's class, we're all flowing together and we're getting this, and that's how this level of success is going to go. So are we ready for the responsibility that comes with the level of success that is coming to us all collectively? Individually, we're here to support each other. Collectively, this is going to be huge. And so that's my fear.
Can I offer something in response to that? Maria?
Sure. Now we need Amelia and Murray.
The my immediate response is I've already had the responsibility. I've had the responsibility all the time. I've been doing this all the time. So having the responsibility and doing this, have it with a team, means that it'll just be easier. So just maybe shifting their perspective, right? So like,
You're literally talking about my next slide.
Oh,
yeah. Again, we're the level that where we are and where we've been, because I've been doing this for a long time too, is we're going up to a new level. So all the tools that we've had in our toolbox, it's time to pull them out, because yes, we've all been out that level, but we're going higher. We're going to a different level where, I mean, you're right, Angela, $1 million responsibility for one project is a huge responsibility. And yeah, we've been there. Heck, airplanes on the ground, you ship parts. Yeah, I know that level of responsibility, but we're going higher. And so I just appreciate everything that you're doing. Thank you so much. Squish.
My question, okay, let's go to Marie and Amelia. I'm honoring the time. This is me, that's my job. Honor and time. Marie, Amelia, tell me.
I can make
How's
mine
it-
really quick if I need to. Mine, I know I'm stuck, and I think the big part of that is just being honest with myself, and where I need to improve. And also I need to take like a good look and be a little more objective, and realize I am making steps, but definitely room for improvement.
I love you. So stuck. So what, but what's the meaning though with stuck? What's the meaning that you put on it? Even the lie, you know what I mean? And we're lying to ourselves, but that meaning of like, I'm gonna forever be alone. I messed up my whole life. I'm gonna prove all them naysayers right.
Yeah, definitely that I've never done anything and I've never really succeeded in anything or created.
Okay, well and then what do you need in order to get to the big dream?
Support for sure, just to keep going, just reminders to keep going that it's going to happen.
Sweet. Excellent. What about you, Marie?
Well, what I have to say is teamwork makes your dream work. I know Maria loved that. And it's really true. Sorry. I'm learning too much of your ways, so. But anyway, it's really true. I mean, you have the team of people around you. You ask for what you need, and there you have questions like, hey, how did I get my money? Where's my money coming from? And make it happen. And I thank Maria for that, and I thank you for that, because too often in our lives we give all our stuff away for free, and it's time to reap what we've sown in past years. So I know I hear everybody else saying I need help. Well, I need help too, but I'm approaching it in a positive way, because you gotta have that positivity to go to the next level. I mean, hell, if you stay in the negative and, oh God, I can't do that, or I'm not worth this, or I'm not worth that, then like what you said earlier, I think you said it, but
Sure.
we're just gonna be hugging the friggin' floor, it's like, oh
Right.
God, I can't do this, I can't do that, I need help, I need help, I need help. Are you tired of saying I need help?
Well,
I'm tired of saying I need help.
And also it takes the same amount of energy.
It really does. It really does. Because either way,
and to stay.
And where's your balance? Yeah, like I love your little balancing act. Yeah, where's your balance?
Awesome. Well, you've already gone to my next slide, so okay, I will continue. I'm gonna share.
Well, I'm sorry. I mean, I don't proclaim to be a mind reader, but
No, sorry. All right, I'm gonna keep going. You guys all complete? You got your meanings, bullshit meanings? You lied to yourself? Now.
Well, yeah, we can bullshit ourselves all the time, but I mean, do we want to?
Yeah. But if we've been in survival mode or stuck or feeling panic, it's like it is fine. Like we kept ourselves there for a reason, to protect ourselves. So there's
exactly. But we've got to unwrap that. We've had our wound covered for a long time. Don't you think it's about time to let it get some air?
It's 100% well said. Now mute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
I love you. And now we're gonna keep going. Now it's a matter, because it takes the same amount of energy. Okay. And then literally, this is what was the next slide. Reinforcements equals a knowing team, right? And consistency are those profound boundaries. Now, you have access to watching the 3 hours that I did last month, and one big section was with profound boundaries, but with consistency, literally it creates profound boundaries, because the consistency that what we're doing is full circle consistency in all chakras, consistent, like we're going to heal that sex stuff, we're going to heal the gut, we're going to get our bodies in shape. What? We're going to, we're literally in warrior stance, we're taking boxing, there's yoga that's coming in, there is meditations, there's marketing, like everything that you have stopped yourself exists in here. So, and I will get to what that is in just 1 second. But the thing is a knowing team. And when we have a team that already knows the shit, you are so much further ahead, because you're coming into a team that already knows your core wound, because they have the same core wound or similar. Everybody's got similar core wounds. And you're like, oh yeah, I got you. And it's like one of those like, hey, are you listening to daddy? Are you listening to daddy right now? Or mama? Cut it out. And you're like, oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, yeah. Now, you're probably not going to get that on like a team on some like group somewhere like that's for entrepreneurs, because they're going to be like, what? The truth of the matter is you're going to run into survivors everywhere. And my thing, or now we're facing like, okay, do you have those fears, doubts, and worries? Like Maria saying like, oh, I'm actually afraid of success. I'm afraid of doing it. Like, holy shit, if you just handed me the keys to, I could actually do what I wanted to do always. And I'm going to tell you, the broken, I don't know, how many times have we been called like damaged goods? We got, we're like all a hot mess. The broken are stronger. That's why I love Call Us Warriors. So just a thing to put in your brain. During the reparative phase, a mineral deposit at the side of the break is called a callus. Call us. Callus. This calcium collection is really strong. So when the bone is healing, there's a period when the break site is stronger than it has ever been. And I'm going to say, Call Us Warriors. And this, literally all that we're doing is a blueprint for survivors to level up to being warriors, because you are stronger. Like the best warriors that I've seen in my life are the ones that have been through some shit. Not only are they, that's who I want in the foxhole, because they know it. They know the pain you're going through. They've been there. They're so trustworthy. They're the ones you like, oh yeah, I know. When they say that I got your back, you know that it's true. And this goes into reformers, which is what we are and what we're collecting. And being like basically what we're doing right here. I mean, who knows where it goes? It's like, psh, like throwing it up in the air, being like, calling all survivors who are reformers. P.S. Wait until my song comes out next month. It literally starts with an Amber Alert, and it goes, attention, all survivors. It's like, damn, what? Yeah, we're not messing around. So reformers. Okay, this comes from a prayer that I just fell in love with, and I toned it down a little bit because it was a little long. We are the wild ones, the warriors. We're rough around the edges with pure hearts and reformational hammers to break through the BS. We aren't coming in a rage, but we will look like a threat to old systems, weak and tired structures, and anything trying to stay in the outdated box, right? We are actually the repairs, the builders of something unseen and unheard. We haven't been given a red carpet welcome, although we have been on the red carpet, but we are so full of light and badassery that it's hard to deny one of us when you see us. A fire of the secret place is all around us. What the hell does that mean? We'll talk about it later. We are warriors, no shit. And we are not here to play games, but we're here to carry the torch of revival. Reformers, it is your season. And that to me, I'm like, that right there for me is like, what? All right, put me in, coach, because you already know you're a warrior, and you just need, like, give me some help. Like, give me some help, people. I need some reinforcements. I need some consistency, because as a survivor, by the way, your consistency is so messed up. Like, a lot of us weren't even fed regularly. I'm one of those, like, starved as a child. You have no consistency, like with eating. Like what we're doing is creating a living mechanism, really, that makes us a force for change. Basically, like we've created a community that we're building it together. Like I let people in 4 days. It built, because it's not a matter of me saying like, oh, this is what you need. That you need this, this, and this, and this. And you have to follow this, this, and this. It's like, no, like come, we're all survivors, we're all warriors. What do you need? Do you need meditation practice? Awesome. Oh, you need pagan stuff. Awesome. You need, oh, we all need a rage room. Got that. You need a place to just chill. Like, yeah. So we're building it together. And being a lifesaver, how do you get there? Right. So your work and play, right? You're doing whatever you're already doing. Then you find your own power, which helps to have others help you with that. Sometimes like you have to find your own purpose, which goes back to the 3 hours we did last month. And then you empower others, and then you expand. So, but you have to be healthy to do that, or you can get stuck in various spots on here. Kind of like here, I made one for a warrior one, like a reformer timeline. You got a big dream, right? Like you were the little kid being abused, and you knew, that's me. You knew I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to save other kids. I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to write my book. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to make a movie. I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to whatever, like what it was for you, you know. Then you became a soldier in your life, right? Like all of us have been through, like hoofing it. Like I joke around when I say I'm drill sergeant, when I'm like, soldier, get your boots on. Like it's true. Like we have been soldiers in our life, even in our damn marriages, right? Then you get the struggle. The struggle is real. The struggle is real. Then you start to find a system, right? Which is what we just created collectively. It's like a co-op, what we just created, right? Then we elevate and expand. And you're like, oh, if you think about it like war, not like we're going to war with perpetrators or anything. Well, you have to literally get your team on, get your body on, you do, right? So, and I mean that not literally war, I meant like theoretical. What was she saying? And now, why is it important to like master your own warrior right now? That's the question, is like, why now? Why do it? Why even do this? It's because like I ask you, like, why is it so important right now? What is it for you? For me, it's like, it is time. It is time. And there are more of us than there are of them. And you are so valuable. Like everything you've been through and all the stuff you've been through has led you to this place, and you are the answer. Your book is the answer. Your theater piece, your project. Like it's not mine. It's not Pamela's. It's not Danielle's. It's like, it's yours. And you're the only one to do it. And it's like, look at this again. This came back from last month. Like you see yourself, right? It's like you got the wheel, right? You're going up the mountain. See yourself, you feel the pain, you dealt with it, you heal those wounds, you utilize what you've been through, and then we're going into play, right? And then that, like you acknowledge what you've been through. When you're feeling it, you're healing your heart, you're healing your voice, you're utilizing your work and your play, right, to expand. Oh shit. But then wait, the community, us collectively know your story. We help you have impact because we have empathy. We help you empower because we've been there. We help you through your pain, and then us, it's like a poing schwung. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Now, my question is, what would be possible? Like if you had the reinforcements you needed, you know, like me, I have a show that I want to work on. That's what I'm working on in there. And it's called Pricked. Okay. And so when we learn all this from each other, and then we empower each other, and then we expand, it's like, holy shit, you literally were just given an escape route. A door has been revealed to you. Are you going to open it? And then you have to make a decision, you know, and why I am the one to host this, right, is because I am a rebel and I'm totally free. I cannot be bought or silenced. I don't belong to any political party because I think they're all crazy. I'm not regulated by government funding. I don't have any company that is telling us, dictating our content. We don't have any companies that are going to cancel us. You own your own content and your own voice, and we have freedom to connect with each other. We have freedom to make money, and money is energy. It's not a matter of like, wait, you're making money. No, it's a matter of energy and leveling up. It's just like, think about it like we've all got our, I got my warrior on and I got my people. You got your warrior on, you got your people. And it's like a scene in like Lord of the Rings or something. And we're all gonna, yeah, that's what's happening. Right, you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? Now, everybody in my world, just like in our community, you gotta link up with each other. Because I'm telling you, the answer is right in front of your face. Like, we have been on boxing classes, we've been in meditation, we've been in like just meetups. We're having another meetup tomorrow. Every Thursday, we all meet each other at noon just to check in and be like, what's up? You all right? Anybody need support? Anybody need to be cheered and excited? Like Rachel was getting Aaron's Law implemented in her state. Woohoo! Yeah, like we just cheer for her. The answers are right in front of you. You need a designer, Amelia, right there. Like it's all right there in front of you. And so when you face the fears and step from burnout to badass, how does it feel? Because the meaning that we put on the stuck, the survival mode, and the just panic, if we switch it, because really, like, it's so simple. The mindset is so simple, but it's so hard. It's like the simplest thing and also the hardest thing. It's like, how does it feel? Like, how does it feel in your body to get it? Like, you literally, it's like a meditation prayer work. Like, how does that feel? Is it feel like to same amount of energy to lay on the floor and in panic and like, I got the world is horrible, and equal amount of energy it takes to be like, hey, I give up to the unknown. I'm just gonna accept it. And that feels kind of tingly and light, and what color does the other have? Kind of black and dark. Like, think about that. How does it feel? And are you a reformer? Does that resonate with you? Does it resonate with you being like a total badass and like rough around the edges? Me. And like being a total warrior. Yeah. Can you be a warrior instead of a victim? And my question is like, how does that all make you feel? Right? So it's like, we're coming up on an hour. I've passed an hour, but like, how does it all make you feel? Because tomorrow I'm going to go more into like preparing your armor, like as okay, you get it. Like, I put that in your brain, like warrior instead of survivor, instead of victim, like total warrior, because the broken bone is stronger. Yeah. And you've been like, that's who I want in the foxhole. I want you. So prepping armor tomorrow. And for those not in the community, like, so save this date tomorrow, same time, same place. And what we're going to go over is your book, your course, your events, literally barreling past roadblocks. Like, I don't, like, literally you can list them all and I can get a, yep, that's that, yep, got that, yep, got that. Warrior meetups, slaying dragons, because they're going to show up. They're going to show up. And then honing your listening skills, which is really listening to yourself. Now, in the community, for those who don't know, there's literally private coaching, there's health and wellness, there's literally like, there's eating, there's playtime, there's dance parties, there's literally going to be, there's Irish dancing started. I can't even, I'm just so excited. And consistent reinforcements, imagine that. There's writing, there's art therapy, there's just like life. Like, my favorite is Jackie, who's been in this world for God, 30 years of being an advocate. And she told me yesterday, she goes, I just like doing nothing. She's like, I like being in there and going to a meditation and then taking boxing and then just not doing anything. I'm not going to write a book. I'm not going to do a course. And then she texted me later. She's like, actually, I'm thinking about a book. I'm like, I knew it. I do it. So just to give you an idea of the freaking value this is, and like put it in your brain to think about who's in your phone, right? Because who's in my phone is a badass. We're doing a 12-week warrior sharpening session, warrior sword sharpening. So that's what my thing that I do. And I'm literally going through a 12-week. It's going to be freaking intense and awesome. And it's ridiculously expensive. And it's worth it because you have it for the rest of your life and you get actually stuff. And then we're doing this whole 6-week, which is you can have access to all of it. That's expensive. Then we do monthly. Then we have the best one at all, like 100%, like worth it, is the writing your book. Like we are all writing our books. We meet the first Tuesday of every month and check in with each other throughout the month. And right now we just started, we're in the outline phase, and you can pop in anytime. And we will have books January 2023 because we are keeping each other accountable. And like, that's not even a price tag you can put on that. Like, that's like, plus you set up your own events and your own courses and you make money. And it's like, wait, what? And then, by the way, the 21 days of me, if you like me, that is, and you want to end self-abuse and stuff. So that's all adds up to $9.12. It's expensive, but really it's because it's like $8.97. So that's like, huh? And why? That's for the year. And it's broken down. You can do monthly too. Now I want to tell you, like, that's like, it's freaking ridiculously valuable. That's ridiculously cheap. It should actually have a 0 on it. But there we are, the Rockstar Reformers Community Network. Now, yes, there's prices and there's values and whatever. But I'm telling you, if you have anything in your head of like, oh, can't afford that. Oh, can't afford. First of all, you look at the value of it, like just the value of like exercise classes 3 times a week, like that, you couldn't get that for that price. But I will always be me, and I will always know, and I'll see myself of where I was at a place where I just literally couldn't do it. So there's a place to apply on there and just say, hey, yo, I can't do it right now. Can I do this amount a month? Or can I do a course and do this? It's like, there are no rules and there's no gate. Like, imagine like we're zombie apocalypse, you know? It's like, hey, come in. This is for the leaders. These are for the leaders. These are for the therapists, the professionals, the speakers, the authors who've been through hell. This is your space. For our clients and our audiences, we have Survivor Manual, which we're also working on. It's like, it's gonna be a shit ton of stuff. It's awesome. So so tomorrow I'm gonna go into preparing your armor. What the hell? And also like I'm gonna stop share for a second and stop being in the in the space where you're just surviving, right? And you're just like, oh God, where's my, like, imagine if you literally are putting your armor on, in there. Me personally, because you can have a space, you can have courses, you can have events. I personally have a space reading my favorite book ever, and it is the Shambhala Path of the Warrior. And so because I do it, and I'm doing it every Monday, and I'm reading a bit of it and sharing my own journey spiritually, and also warrior spiritually. And that includes what you're wearing, what do you have on your body, like how are you standing, how do you shower, how do you brush your teeth, like it's literally like I love that shit. And so that's my space. Other people have spaces on there that just are popping up every single day. Like, we have collectively made this, so it's a ever evolving community for the people that have been through hell, because the perpetrators are organized. That's what I'm like, you ask me like why do you do this? What gets me is perpetrators are organized, and I have a genius, beautiful, talented child. And like hell, are you gonna stop her? Or like, so I have to be a total badass warrior to be her total badass warrior mother. And like hell, you're going to hurt my kid. So I am going to be on the front lines, like whoosh, with the freaking, oh yeah, just wait, the swords, the shield, the whole thing. And I just got a crown, which is a totally different side I'm going to talk about on Friday. So I want to leave that with you. And like, we will be everybody who's in the Reformers, we're in the community. It started, you get in there and you just go to the welcome page and it shows you how to set up your profile, and we're in. And there's little things like, oh wait, how do I do that? How do I do that? We collectively meet to tomorrow on every Thursday at noon to just be like, hey, where's everybody doing? Did you write your book yet? Because some people are going, fast like a bullet train. I can't even keep up with them. And then some people are like, I love it. I love to just sit here and read through it. So this began honestly from me being flat on the ground and thinking, my contribution to the world, if I could literally give anything to the world besides my brilliant child, my dying wish, if I'm dead, lost everything, I'm done, I'm sayonara, people, I'm signing out. I would want you to have access to people in my phone and have everybody in my phone know each other. And that is what just fucking happened. Woo! And I'm so excited that I get to witness it and I get to be a part of it. It's so fun. So I am going to see y'all tomorrow, same time, same place. And I will see you in the reformers community. Holy shit. I'm a reformer. Are you a reformer? How y'all doing? I will end. Bye. I love you.